So as a professional psychic and master card interpreter, I use this deck as what I consider it an anchor deck. And what does that mean? So I'm doing behavior profiling or criminal profiling or business profiling, anything like that. If I really want to know like what's at the center, what's at the heart with this deck, it's made by the same artist. It's Kim Kranz. This is the Wild Unknown Animal Tarot or Animal deck. And then this one is her archetypes deck. And this one is just, it is massive. It's hard to learn. There's a lot, but it's also very intuitive. And that's what I like. It's like, you don't have to know the description of the card. She just does such an excellent job with this deck. Now, her other one that she has, the chemical ones or the alchemy deck, that one is like, I have to study it. There's actual like science and math in there. And that one's going to even bring richer readings, right? But this one is like, okay, what is the status of this organization, right? And then I can pull my card and then this will just give me like the center, like here's medallion. Okay. So it shows me that they're belly up, right? Or not belly up, excuse me, that they're flush and that they're even, right? They're not losing any money. They're not because the money. And this is what I love about the round cards is because the placement actually really matters. Again, if you're reading cards and you don't want to read reversals, you are really giving yourself a disservice. Again, don't start with tarot if you want to get accurate. Okay. Tarot takes a while. Tarot is a never love like ending story that you'll continue to learn and unpack, especially with all of the separate tarot decks, which we're not going to even get into here because it's just so, overdone. I want to get into how to use. Now, a lot of people use these cards for spiritual based work, and I think that's fabulous. I think that's what they were meant to be, but I like to use them because they give me an overall of what's going down in the, is there love? Is there not love? Right? Is there gnosis? Right? Is there a new beginning or is there not a new beginning? Or there's a thought of a new beginning, right? If it goes this way, right? So the circles really give, and so do cards. I mean, but I just prefer the circles. But this deck is just, give it a chance. It is a little bit more advanced, but if you can really spend time with the book and the meanings of it, it can bring a lot of richness, especially when you're doing, like, let's say you're doing a love or a couple reading or something like that. And to really be like, where did you start out in the first place? Where was this person in this relationship where are they in the present and where are they, what's going to be happening in the future if nothing else changes, right? And then you can go to the other person. So having this big fat deck of archetypes, it really gives you a sense of where the person was like emotionally standing, not as how they were like on the outside. And this is another thing as I love about this deck, because what I do when I say I can read somebody's character in 3 cards, the first one is how they present outside. The first one is who they are right now in their actual center that nobody can see. And then what's the thing that I need to work their worst quality, right? In 3 cards. And I have all those questions for all these scenarios. So when you start, it's like I just tell people, card divination, and I don't even like using that word, card interpretation, right? Because divination is when I start bringing psychic abilities and all that other stuff, right? And then I start reading intuitively. Right now, I am just talking about cardboard paper and vibration. That's what these are on. There's nothing. You can use playing cards, right? You can write your own cards, right? A lot of readers do that because they can't find a deck that suits their needs. Words are vibration, and so when you write it down, if you write, again, I say write the word dog, write the word girl, write the word boy, and you'll see the card jump out as a boy walks by. Okay, it's like it's crazy. It's illegal how simple it is because anybody can pick out. I mean, this is like, what's my teacher, what is their mood going to be in when I come into the building today, right? What does my client want, right? What do they need from me? How are they going to show up and how do I need to show up? There's so much information. If you just open your brain, look at the actual science of it, right? Stop letting people, tell you how to think without, again, think for yourself, question authority.